Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
So let's move on to the headlines. The first one, UAE minister. Now this one is causing massive, everyone's talking about it. UAE minister backs Emmanuel Macron's remark on Muslims. Now this is shocking. I'll tell you why. Okay. Anwar Gargash rejects accusation against French president that he seeks to exclude Muslims. Now, why is this shocking? Because Arab Muslims love Prophet Muhammad. Arab Muslims love Islam. Arab Muslims at least are faithful to their religion, and they are hardcore. They're extreme with their love, their passion, their devotion. So how come UAE is saying, oh, we support France? How come they are not like Turkey, and how come they're not like Pakistan? I'll answer in this video. Okay, let me read first. A prominent UAE United Arab Emirates minister has called on Muslims to accept the stance of the French President Emmanuel Macron on his claims about the need for integration into Western society. Now, what he's saying, is it true? Yes, it's absolutely true. When you go to a different country, you respect the laws of the country. If I go to Saudi, I need to respect the laws of the country. I can't expect Saudi to change its laws for me. If you are going to the West, integrate with the West. So what he said is perfectly correct. Okay, but where is the problem? I'll tell you. Muslims have to listen carefully to what Macron said in his speech. He doesn't want to isolate Muslims in the West. He's totally right. Anwar Gargash, Minister of the State of Foreign Affairs, said in an interview on Monday with the German daily Die Welt, or whatever its pronunciation is. Okay, so here he is, once again, he's right. Okay, if you listen carefully to what Macron said, he is not alienating the Muslims. Till now, he's right. Okay. He said Muslims need to be integrated in a better way in Western nations. Yes, the French state has a right to search for ways to achieve this in a parallel with combination with combating extremism and societal closure, he added. Gargash rejected accusations against the French president that he seeks to exclude Muslims living in France. Okay, next one. Freedom to draw. The Emirati minister's statement comes amid ongoing protest in the Arab Muslim world against Macron's remarks on Islam, in which he accused Muslims of separatism and defended publishing of the controversial cartoons of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, you see, Gargash is very careful with these words. Okay, following intense boycott campaign of French products in the Arab Muslim world, which UAE has not done, and I'll come to that why. Macron lowered his tone and he said he understood the feelings of Muslims of the cartoons. Well, he has to say that because now they're losing millions. I understand the sentiments being expressed and I respect them, the French president said in an exclusive interview with Al Jazeera on Saturday. You must understand my role right now, and it is two things: to promote calm and also to protect these rights. Macron said, I will defend in my country the freedom to speak, to write, to think, to draw, he added. Okay, now I'll give you my analysis of this article. Okay, number one, French President Macron, the reason why he has changed his tone a little bit is because of the backlash, the economic backlash, the financial backlash. All French products are suffering, they are losing millions. Okay, so very smart move by the Muslim countries, and it does impact him because these business houses are like, listen man, I'm supporting him, I'm paying millions to support your candidacy. You're fucking around with us. Now that is one part, but the second part is he also has to speak on the secular values of of France. Okay, now he has to support the freedom to express, because if they bend over for the Muslims, no pun intended, if they bend over for the Muslims, then the next thing you know, Muslims in France are going to say, okay, we want to make it a Islamic state. They will say, we want to bring in Sharia law. See, now where the problem occurs, the problem has occurred whereby when you allow Muslims to come in, okay, and you give them the freedom of the West, but then they want to bring in the values, the system from which they ran away from. They ran away from the Sharia law, they ran away from the East, they ran away from the Arab strict laws, and they wanted to enjoy a Western lifestyle. But now they're bringing their Sharia law with them, and they are trying to force everyone to follow this. Okay, now that is wrong. Now, inside sources have told me here, let me tell you, inside sources, that the EU is coming out with a new law. Now, what is the new law? The new law is going to be that if you are from any country in the world and you have come to be a citizen, if after being a citizen, you're not integrating into the society, you're not being part of the society, you're causing problems, you're bringing issues, you're saying, okay, bring in the Sharia law, bring in this law, bring in that law, okay, I'll not shake hands with women, or women have to behave this way, or rape, or pedophilia, or you do all this nonsense, they are going to bring the law where they're going to revoke your citizenship and send you back from where you came from. And it's a brilliant idea. It's a fantastic, I would applaud, I would say fantastic. Finally, you got your balls to finally behave in a right way. Send these fuckers back. These people who break the law, who cause mayhem. Send them back from where they came and let them back in their country, let them do the Sharia law, let them do any law. See, here's the thing. In Saudi, can you protest? No. In these Arab countries, can you rattle off and do all this shit that you're doing in France? Look at some of the videos. These guys literally are breaking shops, they're breaking cars, they're causing violence, they're hitting other people. Is this allowed? You know, the funny thing, even if you check on my Facebook wall, there are people who are saying, Loy, what they did, hurting the sentiments of Muslim is so wrong. But I don't see anyone saying that, Loy, you know, that physical harm, the hurting and killing of an innocent civilian is wrong. No, they are not saying that. They are talking, oh, he drew a cartoon. Oh, it hurts my feelings. He drew a cartoon. He hurt my feelings. This is because of their upbringing. They are thought that this prophet is more valuable than their mother, father, their children. They are like, after they die, they will go to this great paradise where they'll meet this prophet and they will enjoy the blessings of Allah and all the great miracles. So he's so precious to them, to the point where they don't mind someone getting killed for this. They don't mind, okay, a crime is being committed. In fact, I will be speaking about this incident. In Pakistan, a Christian girl, 13-year-old, small girl, 13-year-old, was kidnapped and forced to convert. They are not complaining about that. That is okay because, sallallahu alayhi wasallam's Allah Ta'ala, she has gone to the real religion. They don't feel this is wrong because they feel this is something greater. This is for the greater good of some religion where you can even do that to a child, a small girl. I even have ladies, mothers, family people not complaining about this atrocity. They haven't complained about the murder. They have not complained about the rape. They have not complained about all this. They have only complained about, he drew a cartoon, it hurt my feelings. Lord, they should respect our feelings. They don't highlight that this rape, this murder is wrong. They highlight drawing a cartoon is wrong. This is the problem with these individuals. Whether it's Hinduism, whether it's Islam, whether it's Christianity. If you can't take just a cartoon, if you're so sensitive, so weak that someone draws a cartoon and you get triggered to the point where you have to kill and you justify that killing, you are sick in the head and you need to go back to the place where you came from and stay there with your kind. I'll tell you, with the number of Muslim babies that they are manufacturing and the number of people, it's only going to create more chaos. Islam, the number of Muslims, they're going to have problems within themselves and it's going to implode because now you're getting people with Western values, gays, homosexuals, LGBT. You're getting people who like to smoke, drink, fornicate, sex. You're getting crimes. Islam as a religion, they're going to fight between themselves and it's going to be a massive chaos. Right now it's Islam against non-Islam, but very soon it's going to be Islam against, and they'll fight within themselves. Because if you want to join the religion, welcome. But if you want to leave the religion, they're going to kill you. Come on, man. And people say, no, this is not the reality of Islam. The, honor killing, the beheading, if you leave the religion, you must die. If you're gay, you have to be killed and punished, hung to death or thrown from a building. These are the realities. These are some of the problems that they are facing. Chopping hands, cutting hands. I mean, what is this? So they'll say, no, this is not Islam, but it's happening. Show me in Christianity where if you leave Christianity, that they will kill you. that if you marry, if you're gay or homosexual, that they will kill you. Yes, it's not allowed, but do they kill people for this? Show me where in Christianity or where in Hinduism where it's a guy puts bomb and explodes and detonates himself, or they chop heads. Oh, he drew the photograph of Jesus, will chop his head off and will shout, praise Jesus, and they'll chop his head off. No, you'll only hear this with Islamic terrorists, where they say Allah Akbar and they'll explode, Allah Akbar, and they chop the head off. See, I'm not against Muslims. There is no smoke without fire. This is a reality of what is happening. This is a reality. And equally guilty are those people who keep quiet and don't say anything. They just don't say anything. They're like, okay, no, why did he trigger? Why did he do it? That's his fault. They are equally guilty. Now, coming to this one, what UAE is doing. What UAE is doing is playing a nice political game. They are very smart, very intelligent. I will applaud my hand. I will say, UAE, you're fucking smart. I was surprised, but not surprised. Why? Because they want to show the world that we are modern, that we align ourselves with Western values. Oh, all the French people, come to UAE. Don't go to Turkey. Don't go to Saudi. Don't go to all these Arab. You want to experience Arab culture instead of Bahrain, instead of Qatar, instead of Saudi. Come to UAE. Come invest in UAE. We are very liberal. And very soon, they're going to try from Israel to, building a relationship with Israel and recognizing Israel openly and officially. They want to invite all these people with their, you could say, black money to invest in UAE, because that's the only way they can survive. I mean, you need to evolve with the times. And I'll tell you this, Gargash is not, Gargash is speaking, Anwar Gargash is not speaking on his own accord. He has been instructed by the sheikhs, okay, the rulers. You just go and say this. So he will do what he's told. And that is why he is speaking like this. Take it from me, it's not suddenly that they become great human beings. It's not, the love for Prophet Muhammad is up. And no, they are very smart, very intelligent. They know what is to be done. See, without money, you can pray Allah and you can pray Jesus and you can pray Amun Ra and Krishna, but you don't have money, nothing is going to happen. And UAE needs shitloads of money right now. Okay? And then if you check Gulf news, Mohamed Bin Zayed phones Macron, condemns. See, they're openly saying it. From speaking to Israeli Prime Minister, now they are even calling. They openly saying that he called up Macron to show the unity. So what do you think France is going to do? France is going to say, man, you are our good friends. We are going to do more business with you. We will invest. And people are going to invest more in UAE. Here it says in Gulf News, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, Deputy Supreme Commander of UAE Armed Forces, condemned the terrorist attack. Good and smart. Okay. And you see here, they're very careful how they word it. They have not mentioned a single place where they condemn the writing of the Prophet. Nowhere did they mention that. Just look at the fun. Nowhere did they say, they shouldn't have drawn the cartoons of Prophet Muhammad. Nowhere do they say it. Okay. Because they know that is wrong. As for Muslims, that is wrong. But he is not speaking. And why they are not saying it? Because I'll tell you this one. If you really think UAE is liberal, draw the cartoon of Prophet Muhammad in UAE and see what happens. Don't quote me. I'm telling you, because you will be arrested. You will be deported. They will fucking kill you there. Okay. So I'm giving you the warning. You cannot draw. You forget draw. You can't question Islam if you're in UAE. Okay. So in UAE, you can't do all this. But to maintain a nicey image, well, this is what he can do. Then it goes on. Sheikh Mohammed reiterated that acts contradict the teaching and principles of divine religion of peace, tolerance, that year of tolerance, okay, as well as the sanctity of human life. He underlined his total rejection of hate speech, which harms the relationship between people and feelings of Muslims, blah, blah, blah. Justifications. Sheikh Mohammed pointed out that Prophet Muhammad represents sanctity of Muslims and by linking the issue to violence and politicizing is unacceptable. See, they got this amazing writer who chose the words carefully to say it. See, the bottom line is this. Muslims are hurt. They are pissed off, okay? And they can't take that you have insulted the most important, precious memory of theirs. That is Prophet Muhammad. They can't take it, okay? But UAE is playing a businessman's game. They are playing a businessman's game, and they want to ensure that end of the day, that they are looked upon as this great place, this very futuristic modern place where you can bring your Western money, your Western tourists, and come there. So this is exactly what it is, and this is great PR. UAE, I'll give you an applause. You're smart. I like it. This is called being smart about business. Okay.